The college basketball experience previewed picks episode for Friday, February 21st on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, earn up to $750 per month in your sports gambling transactions. Go to edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. And last but not least, we're brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
What's up, everybody? This is Cameron Krog from Loyola Chicago Ramblers, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Shout out to the Broad Stop. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks for Friday, February 21st. Oh, tonight is a good night. Hope you failed. I can't talk. Hope you followed. If not, you failed. On the fucking parlay I gave away last night. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, that's a good question because I can't talk for shit. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
Oh boy. I mean, we're giving you the fucking goods here. Parlay, $50 would have got you almost $400. Come on. I am joined by my co-host, who is the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. And also make sure you check out the College Basketball Experience pregame show every single day. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, bro?
Let's go, baby. Winning day. I got in on that parlay. Conference USA and some other leagues. The dogs were barking tonight. Woo!
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. All right. Yeah. I mean, even the game we lost out the gate, if you got it in late, it hit because when we caught it on the show last night, the day game, Marshall and Old Dominion played and this line closed at 4.5. Unfortunately, I got the shittiest of the number with 2.5, but, I that's not even a bad loss for us because if you listen to us, you got it at 4.5. When I woke up in the morning, it was 4.5. I said, "Damn it! I didn't think it was going to go up." Your thoughts on this one?
Entertaining game. I mean, Marshall was fucking them up. What were they? What were they up by? It was like 17-18 with 7 minutes left. So almost a epic fucking collapse by Marshall. But they hold on, make the free throws at the very, very end. Yeah, I ate shit. I got the number last night, so oh well.
Brutal.
Yeah,
I didn't even I didn't even think about that. I thought Old Dominion would win the game outright too, and really they got their ass kicked most of the game.
Yeah, they're down 18.
Yeah. Nice call for you on UMass Lowell destroying UMBC by 19 points. And the chat's got a good point. Marshall should probably be investigated. Your thoughts on this Lowell UMBC game?
Finally, Lowell looked themselves. Yeah, they scored it well. Well, I mean, putting up basically 100 points here tonight. Play some defense, UMBC.
Yeah. I mean, I picked UMBC. I didn't bet that game, but Binghamton. Okay. They're not fucking around. 19-point win against New Hampshire. Dude, the golf course. What part of our favorite part of the season isn't even the March Madness. It's the conference tournaments. There might be some value on the fucking golf course in the AE, dude.
Yeah, they've been playing well. They've won 5 out of 7 now.
That's what I'm saying. And even those losses were close losses, man.
Yeah. So they lost to Bryant twice, but covered both those games. The golf course may open a little late this year. They might extend their season an extra day or two. Shout out to the golf course.
Golf course coming on strong. The Albany Great Danes are doing the same here. 79-68. They get it done. They are hot. All right. Justin Neely, 29 points, 11 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Your thoughts?
How many have they won in a row now? Albany?
No, just 2. But
just 2. But
they lost by like 4 at Vermont.
Okay, but before that, they ended Bryant's undefeated season in the America East. So 3 out of 4, with the 1 loss being to Vermont. So they're playing well. They won at Lowell last week. Now they beat Maine. So they just played the top 4 teams, and they went 3-1 in these games. So, you just talked about Binghamton. Maybe Albany is kind of a dark horse in this conference tournament.
Yeah, they could be. I can't remember if you locked this. I don't think you did, but you might have. I picked Northwestern. No, I didn't. I didn't bet it, but I tuned into this a little late, and I was kind of taken back by this. Oh, whoa! I'll be honest, thought it was the women's game at first.
So did I
because I was like, no way, they're up by this much.
Yeah.
Dominating performance. What the hell is this?
Yeah, so I around like 5 o'clock, I laid down because I feel like fucking shit all day. From I think UMass got me sick. Got me all fucked up. Not only their play, but that fucking virus going to their system.
You shook hands with Frank, didn't you? You shook hands with Frank. You're fucked.
Fucking screwed, man. I've been fucking eating shit. I just drinking beer to try and make it better. Probably doesn't help that we fucking don't sleep during this time of year, you and I, but we'll make it through it. But we'll man up here. So I doze off and I wake up like 10 minutes into the game and Northwestern's up like 15. I go, what?
I couldn't believe it. I thought it was women's, dude. I thought it was the women's game. Dude, hold on. Let's have a conversation here.
There's no way.
Let's have a fucking conversation here. You find ESPN Plus pumps the women's. So I look, I got no problem with women's basketball, but
it's annoying
when I exit on my controller. I'm in the men's basketball section. That thing goes right to when I exit. It lines me up in the women's.
Yeah.
So every time I fall for it, and they have a lot of the same matchups because as a school,
they do.
So you click on it, and then I'm like, what the fuck, right? Yeah. And then I swear to God, I like they pump that shit on purpose, man. Like the trigger goes straight to that. Just my 2 cents. I think they're pumping that shit. They're rigging the election here, man.
100%. They've been doing this for a couple years now, and stop doing it. Stop. Yeah. I'm not watching it.
I'm glad women's basketball exists. They can have it. I think it's great that it's growing, but stop fucking this up for me. Because when I'm trying to quickly catch the end of games, and you're bouncing around, and it just goes to La Tech and somebody, and La Tech happens to be playing that same opponent in women's. That's a lot of times it could be reversed too. Like they'll be playing at Georgia Southern while Georgia Southern's playing at Ruston, Louisiana, or whatever.
They
fucking drives me crazy.
Cal Poly and UC San Diego tonight. I go, they're not playing at UC San Diego. God damn, this is the fucking women. Fucking.
They do that shit. It happens so often that I know it's. If it was a one-time thing, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But this is every fucking time. It's consistent that when you exit, it goes to the women's. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was telling my wife this. I was like, she doesn't watch sports, so I know it's not the algorithm adapting to me, to like this household, because she's not watching women's basketball. But it's just fucking hilarious, man, because they're pumping it, man. It bothers me in a way, because it's like, okay, if it was the algorithm, like if we watch women's basketball in this house, I would understand it. But to then confuse you, it fucking bothers me.
Well, and what else they're trying to do? They're trying to crowbar that early Sunday game. They're trying to put it at like Sunday at noon. And I swear to God, if like we start if we start getting joined progress games with like high stake Missouri Valley games because the women's game's going long, I'm gonna fucking lose my fucking shit. I'm gonna be fucking tweeting at fucking woke ass ESPN over and over again. Dude, this shit's so annoying. Like, I get the Caitlin Clark thing. They did great ratings last year. That was a one-hit wonder. Okay,
it happens too much to be an accident. It happens consistently, which means they're purposely doing it.
Yes.
I am so glad it was Discipline Dundee on Thursday, because Discipline Dundee stayed away from the Delaware game. Drexel 78, Delaware 74. You locked this up, and you almost brought me in on this. Your thoughts?
Fucking Delaware sucks. Maybe they should go to the women's basketball channel. I'm sick of watching them. They're on my do not watch list. Send their ass to Flow Sports.
I mean, one of our best plays. God, I mean, we're just fucking on top of it. Shout out to 357, by the way, giving us $5. And yes, we should talk about Fran Dunphy retiring. Well, I got a shipment of goods. I knew about this ahead of time. I saw reporters arguing about on Twitter who had the scoop first. Well, if they listen to us, I broke this shit about 3 weeks ago.
Play.
Yeah. I saw 6 fans there, and I was like, he's 76. Yeah, he's not coming back. Fran's gone, man. We're gonna ride. I'm telling you, they're good for an upset coming up. They're good for an upset coming up.
No doubt. We'll do a tribute to him when we get there. But yeah, it sucks, man. We're losing some good old schoolers now.
I know, man. And 76 years young, man. He's going to be 77 later in the year. So it just makes sense. It's never fun to see, great coach leave. But
that job.
Yeah, that is a tricky one. Like, I wonder, like, there's probably not any. I was going to say Speedy Claxton, but sometimes I get LaSalle and Hofstra confused, the colors. Speedy Claxton played at Hofstra, right? He didn't play at LaSalle.
Played at Hofstra.
So
I'm thinking they should look at the Patriot League. Look at Langle at Colgate or Griffin at Bucknell.
I think that'll make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Not far away.
It's not an easy job, LaSalle. It's definitely the worst out of the 5 in the Philly.
But they've had their moments, man.
I know.
Like in the early 90s, they were a really good team. And then that one year they jumped up to the Sweet 16 or in 2010 or something.
They were 13 seed. Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting hire. I mean, because it's definitely not going to be on the top priority on the carousel, but it'd be nice to see LaSalle be competitive.
What about Dwayne Simpkins?
He's a good coach, but he's a DMV guy.
Yeah, but it's right up the road.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Patriot League guy. He's winning the Patriot League.
Yeah.
I think they're crazy if they don't give the guy at Colgate this fucking job. I mean, he's won the league like 15 straight years.
I agree.
What's he going to do to get that goddamn
job? We are super sharp. With the Fran news, we were ahead of everybody. You just don't see me tweeting about it. All right. But we're super sharp, more importantly, for giving out an 8.5 point dog. And we did give it out on the fucking money line. Bellarmine 80, EKU 74. EKU was red hot. And we just knew. We pinpointed this. Fuck this. You're not getting this on any other podcast. I will channel my Ric Flair on this. Who the hell else was playing Bellarmine?
Do you want to call another retirement? I think Davenport's going to retire. He was crying after the game, like saying how proud he is of the program. It's been a tough year, injuries, but they bounced back. They won their last 2 home games. He's got retirement written all over it. Hands it off to his son.
That it doesn't always work as well. But yeah,
I mean, it can't get any worse. I mean, we
Yeah.
love Bellarmine. We love Bellarmine, but they haven't exactly been winning games over the last couple of years. But they were really good when they first popped up. They got to sharpen those staples right now. They're a little loose right now, so they got to get the sharper ones back.
Billy Smith with a big game for them today.
Yeah.
Man, I thought when this one, the money line almost hit, but we still covered. Georgia Southern, deeper than hate rivalry, dude. For a second, I thought we might blow this in overtime. We hit a huge three down 8, and I was like, oh my god, are we gonna lose this in overtime? Double lock, great play. Your thoughts?
Yeah, goddamn. I mean, great game, overtime. App State lost everybody last year, and you look up and they're 1 game out of first place.
It is, you know what?
And coach.
He is. I want App State to be a force in basketball.
Yeah.
I need them to continue to pick up steam because I think it's good for the sport. It's good for the sport when they're good in football and basketball. And baseball even. I got the Wichita State Hawaii game on right now. You catching this college baseball? Bienick's talking college baseball, the college baseball experience. Late night Hawaii, Wichita State action on the island. What's not to like?
I know my thing just started buffering. I think they're fucking tapping into me. AI. I started shitting on women's basketball, and they said, "All right, we're gonna fuck with this.
Cancel this mother. Scramble this guy's TV.
This guy's sexist. Fucking buffering.
It's not even sexist. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Like, I find it ironic that the default when you exit goes to women's basketball. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just strange. It's just strange. And like I said, I have 8 TVs, and I felt like this. They did this shit at the studio too. So it's like, this is a common thing. But yes, back to App State, huge win there. That would have been a tough loss there. You locked this, man. I discipline played this one. I should have went in because I felt good about it. Radford 77, Asheville 53. Woo! What was this?
I'm so pissed I wasn't able to make this trip. That game was. Woo.
I mean, this was a bloodbath, man. This was nationally televised early on, 43-18 at halftime. I think it was. Woo.
Yeah, they had a 30-4 run to end the second half. Not saying this because I'm biased, but the Big South dark horse is Radford. Their 5 losses in league play are by like a combined 21 points.
I came in high on Asheville too. I mean, I was taking Radford, but I still thought like Asheville, man, what a great follow-up season after losing some key pieces from a year ago. Whoa. The double lock cashed here as well. Elon, the Phoenix Rose, 69-63. Your 12-game win streak. Towson gone. TJ Simpkins with a big game for the Phoenix.
Towson was a big chat play last night. A lot of people calling us idiots for taking old Phoenix. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Love Towson, but they won 12 in a row. They had 2-game lead. They were due for a loss.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say this might be game ball worthy. Troy loses at home to Louisiana. I mean, we didn't bet this.
What was this?
But I mean, they were they're 15 point dogs. 15 and a half is the closing line. Whoo!
Yeah. Wild.
This is why that Sunbelt buy shit ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly. They can do whatever you want to do to protect these things. 72. So the team in 11th place in Sunbelt beat the team tied for second. 70 at their place, 72-69, 15.5 point dogs.
This is crazy.
Unfucking believable. Troy had a 9-point halftime lead, might I add, too.
Did you see the shot the guy made?
No, I did not. I didn't have this game on because it was 15.5 point spread. I had no action on it. I was like, fuck this game. What happened?
The Louisiana guy made like a running three to win the game. It's crazy. I tweeted it. I don't know how he made it. He didn't even see the fucking hoop. He said,
Yeah.
Throw it.
Unbelievable. We were on different sides on this one. You were on UTEP. I was on Kennesaw State. Did you bet this?
I ended up coming and taking UTEP. This is the only Conference USA dog I miss because the rest of them were barking.
Kennesaw State 10-point dub. I watched this whole game, man. It's a good environment, man. It's a good environment they got there.
Yeah. Glad that I know Abdur Rahim left and went to South Florida, but I'm glad that they could kind of continue the momentum off of that run that he had. I mean,
amen.
It's a nice little story to your point.
Amen. And then Mercyhurst, we picked this correctly. They took down Fair Dick, won it outright by 5. Yeah, folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by us. Yes, we are a part of SGPN. Gear up for March with Merch Madness. Promo code Madness for 20% off in the SGPN store. Get in there now. The promo code is Madness. Yes, get on over there. There's t-shirts. There's Storm the Court t-shirts. There's everything. I wagered today t-shirts. So hop on over there and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, SGPN's partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured. And the best part is no credit checks and it's completely free. So sign up today. Use that promo code SGPN so you can get better cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That's edgeboost.bet promo code SGPN. That's edgeboost.bet promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet every single sport. Plus there's props for every game and the live dealer casino is a bundle of fun. And look, there's easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Plus they're going to give you a $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. And I went in on this one. I can't remember if I did it on the show or not, but I think I added this afterwards. Or maybe in the final 20 seconds of the show. Campbell was at A&T. We liked A&T.
A&T's a wagon.
I went in. I think it was a discipline play originally, but Circle of Trust. I went in on A&T. They win it outright, 53-50 in a rock fight. Down 7 at the half too. Your thoughts?
I mean, is A&T going to be a thorn in everybody's side come conference tournament? They've been playing their fucking ass off, this team.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy what you can do when you don't have players on the take.
Hey, no doubt.
Ate a big pile of shit here on Georgia State. JMU 83, Georgia State 63. This was a 4-point game at the half. Yeah. What the hell happened? I did a guest spot. I come back, they're down 16. What the hell happened in this game? Shout out to JMU. Who's the best team in the Sun Belt? Do you really believe it's?
Thought it was Troy.
That's what I'm saying. This thing is gonna be chaos.
It ain't South Alabama. I'm not buying into that shit. I know they're.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Arkansas State either. I think it could be JMU.
It could be App State. I mean,
there's a few in here. I mean, Georgia State was playing better. I mean, Where's the cutoff on like the teams that you think could win the Sun Belt tournament?
I kind of think they all can win it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
That's
No ULM. ULM could not. Louisiana actually could.
Coastal probably couldn't either.
Yeah. ULM and Coastal can't.
It's just hilarious that this of all league has the most buys. Like, why? Why?
They're so stupid. They're so stupid. Shout out to JMU for a good win there. And then Stetson did cover the points against Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast wins by 3. It was a little dicey down the stretch. But huge win there for Gulf Coast. And then our play of New Mexico State against Jacksonville State. 61-52. They won it outright. These road teams in the CUSA getting it done. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, big win. They kind of jumped on them right from the get-go and then cruised. And Jack State's finally lost a couple games now, 2 out of 3. And this Conference USA is wide the fuck open. Jack State first place, 10-4. Then you got Liberty at 9-4. Then you got Middle at 8-5. Kennesaw at 8-6, and then you got like 3 teams at 7-6. Jesus.
You know, for a conference I wasn't excited about when it happened, it's actually a fun conference.
Yeah, it's been very unpredictable. I mean, is Sam Houston the hottest team in the league right now?
Dangerous team too. Yeah. On paper, we love them. So,
yeah.
Shout out to Rob Donaldson giving us $20, saying eliminate the corporate BS Sunbelt tournament structure, straight up ruining March Madness. That I co-sign that. I mean, we want to see more games, and by you giving all these bullshit buys, it's going to be someone's going to get 5 buys for being like a half game better on like a tiebreaker when they had their top scorer out. You're fucking. It's stupid. It's stupid for the sport.
You're gonna be 12-6 and have a quadruple bye. We're gonna have a triple bye of a team that went 10-8.
It's so dumb though, man. When you think about it, like I guarantee you, it's gonna come down to some technicality. Like one team had the fucking flu, and because of that, they now have to play 4 more games. That's stupid.
Yeah.
They thought they were like protecting it, but they were actually making it worse for their conference.
So dumb.
I'm glad we didn't bet this because we would have ate shit here. Chicago State did cover the big number. Central Connecticut State wins by 6 in Chicago. I'm not going to ask you your thoughts. We're just going to move along. How about Austin Peay sticking it to Queens by 14? Good Lord.
This league made no sense tonight either. I mean, Bellarmine just beating EKU to end their 8-game win streak, and then Austin Peay going to Queens and winning outright. What the fuck?
I didn't have that on the card. A double-digit win by Austin Peay. But we bounced, we didn't bet Austin Peay Queens, but we killed it right here. I watched this entire game. This was my game on the on audio. Bryant, Vermont double lock. Money line play. 59-55. Get this Bryant Bulldog bullshit out of here. You're not going to walk up into the coat factory and get it done. Great game. Great watch. Your thoughts?
Just like that, Vermont's 1 game back. Coming down the stretch. Dude, that place was lit.
That was perfect. That's college basketball done well.
Yeah.
Start your goddamn football program. Yeah, it should have been. Why they don't cover the sport? Like I'm glad they have ESPN Plus, so I don't want to shit on them all the way. But the sport is not sold correctly, in my opinion. These games should, like those top tier conference games, should be covered. There should be a network for them all, but it's in a perfect world. It's not going to happen. Wagner, we were both on Wagner against Stonehill. They won by 6. Didn't bet this, of course, but and then how about the Monmouth Hawks, who I took? And I think you took them as well. Did you take Monmouth? You take Hawks?
I did. I didn't bet it though.
Yeah, I didn't bet it either.
They won outright.
Yeah, 68-62. King Rice, big win there. St. Francis Lemoyne. I was on the wrong side of this. Didn't bet it, but overtime win for the Red Flash, as Riley Parker had a big game for them. And the discipline paid off here too, because I know you and Bienick both went in on Northeastern. I stayed away. Charleston 73, Northeastern 62. Your thoughts?
Good win for Charleston. They finally showed up for the first time in a couple weeks. I didn't get as many eyes on this because Flo sucks. It's just that shit buffers all the time too. But yeah, it just felt like Charleston pulled away around the 12-minute mark. It was kind of a one possession game, but then they made some big shots around that 12-minute mark.
Yeah. Man, we thought about locking up SIU Edwardsville. We didn't. They won by 18. Did you end up betting this?
I did. Moorhead's fucking dead. What the fuck?
Yeah. Edwardsville's good.
Yeah.
Rayshawn Taylor, he a dog for them. Scored 35 or something tonight. 32, 33, something like that. Then we ate shit on this lock here. West Georgia, we got a little too cute.
Yeah, bad play.
Central Arkansas wins by double digits at West Georgia. And then shout out to Kyle Leonard Larson giving us $5. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go. Paul Bunyan trophy coming. Man, I wanted to bet this, but the discipline ruined me here because I would have taken Idaho money line. They won on the money line, 83-78. But I wanted the discipline, man. Abilene Christian, you locked up Abilene. Put it all in Southern Utah. Nice play there. We ate shit with the Jacksonville Dolphins. 77-73. North Florida got it done. Jacksonville is just terrible on the road, man.
Yeah, Jacksonville's been a weird team this year.
Yeah. And then how about the penitentiary, Lindenwood? How about that? 9.5 point dogs. They win outright at Little Rock. I picked that correctly. And even funnier, Coastal Carolina goes into Hattiesburg and wins by 9. What a terrible team Southern Miss is.
I think that job's going to be open.
It should be open.
Yeah,
it should be open.
Yeah, Ladner, he's been there like 6 years. Time to make a change there.
We ate shit on North Alabama. This was a triple lock. You guys, you convinced me. At first, I was not.
Yeah.
But Lipscomb is on fire right now.
Oh, they fucking made everything tonight.
Yeah. I mean, just in general, with the exception of the loss the other night, they've won I think 5 of 6. They're playing good ball. What is that race right now in the A-Sun?
I was going to say, so we have both teams tied at 14-4. Then you got Gulf Coast at 12-4. You got Gulf Coast at 11-5. Then Eastern Kentucky's also 11-5, but EKU swept Gulf Coast.
I think they swept Lipscomb too.
They did. So, but with the loss tonight, they fall a game behind them.
And well, here's the thing though: North Alabama's remaining schedule is Central Arkansas and Queens. Now, that Queens theoretically could upset you, but I feel like they're in a good spot because that's a home game against Queens. Lipscomb's got at Austin Peay and then home to Central Arkansas. Pretty smooth sailing there too.
They should go 2-0.
Yeah,
I think North Alabama wins the tiebreaker if it's EKU because North Alabama because that goes to your record versus the third place team and EKU swept Lipscomb.
Yeah.
So I mean, but so you got the 2 11-5 teams, then you got Jacksonville 10-6, Queens at 10-6. And then you got North Florida and Austin Peay at 8-8.
I mean, North Florida's going to be a terrible draw. When they're on, they can beat anybody. We saw that. Who'd they upset early in the year?
South Carolina opening night.
Georgia Tech, I think, too.
And Georgia Tech, yeah.
Yeah. Discipline play here. I should have bet this. I felt great about it, but these Thursday cards. Northern Colorado laying 9. They won by 20. I felt really good about that. SEMO also drilled Western Illinois. SEMO is on fire right now.
SEMO's taking. We can talk about the OVC race real quick. SEMO is 13-4. Edwardsville is 12-5. So it's those two teams.
SEMO plays at Edwardsville on the 27th. Yeah,
next week. So 3 games left. It looks like it'll come down to that, and then Little Rock kind of took themselves out of the regular season race. And this is a league that has a double bye, so.
Yeah.
If you're 1 or 2 seed, it actually means something. I don't know why the OVC is a double bye.
I picked Tennessee Tech against UT Martin. I went to overtime. Tennessee Tech got it done. Didn't watch a second of this. Did you?
I watched overtime. Well, Martin made like a half court shot to force overtime. It's something tells me we'll see this rematch in Evansville in a couple of weeks. These two schools are entertaining.
Circle of trust here. USC. I was gonna remember you guys talked me off locking it up last night. I woke up this morning.
It went up.
And I was like, I gotta go in. It was like 12.5 or 13, I think. And I was like, I gotta go in. Big mistake. Maryland won by 17. My bad. The Terps was a double lock by you and Bienick. I'll play your music. Your thoughts on this one?
Maryland's playing good ball, man. That starting 5 is good, and they got a week off, and then they have Sparty and Michigan coming down the stretch. I mean, how many are they back of Michigan? They're like 3 games back. They ain't gonna catch them.
Maryland is super dangerous team, man. I watch this.
Dude, they're good. They're big. Yeah. They're athletic. They play fast. I like this team.
We ate shit on a double lock on Southern Illinois or Southern Indiana. I watched this entire game.
They are eliminated from the OVC tournament.
Yeah, so get them out of there. They're fucking bums. You only score 54 points at home. You fucking losers.
Fucking EIU.
I know. Just pathetic.
They look good in the non-con. What happened to them? They look like shit in the conference this year.
Yeah. I went in on Utah Tech. That was another circle of trust play today. This line pretty silly for these rivalry games when they're playing Southern Utah or Utah Tech or Utah Valley. Just always take the points. Overtime. I know they should have won. Overtime win for Valley 79-77. Let's talk about the WAC race.
Yeah.
What do we? Because I think Valley's still in first, right?
Yeah, they're 1 game up on Grand Canyon. They split the regular season. Who's Valley got coming down the stretch? They got Seattle.
The final 2 road games are brutal.
Oh, they ain't winning those. I mean, they'll win
Abilene and at Tarleton.
Gillespie, they might lose both.
I think they could lose both. What about Grand Canyon's remaining schedule? It's well, they got to go to the Crack House. I mean, Grand Canyon has Cal Baptist this Saturday.
Yeah.
They should, but that's at home.
That's
Grand
a
Canyon
game.
Grand Canyon's road trips are at Seattle and at Abilene.
Oof.
I think Grand Canyon will tie it up.
That final Saturday, March the 8th, both teams have tough road games to end. So yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck is Cal Baptist in third? There's no way they're in third.
I've watched this team all year. It's not possible.
How about Gillespie's got that fucking team that has no shooters in 4th place? Let's go, Gillespie.
Oh yeah, and they're young. They're a young team. Watch out next year too. We double locked Idaho State because the line made no sense. 82-74. The Bengals get it done. And then we ate shit on UC Davis. Bakersfield. I mean, Davis. Let me ask you something. How UC Davis has a lot of money. If people don't know this,
that was a disappointment.
Jim Les, is he potentially on the hot seat? Could they?
Oh shit, he's been there forever.
Yeah, I think we should start worrying about that job opening up.
Could be.
I just feel like if you're Davis and you see some of these other teams in the Big West and what UC San Diego's done, what Cal Poly looks I know they're not setting the world on fire, but they look like they're on the way up. Riverside is better than Davis. You know, I wonder if Northridge is on the way up. We'll talk about them in a minute, but you wonder about the have they flatlined?
I'll say he'll get another year because he won 20 last year. It looks like they're going to go 18 or 19 this year. But if like they drop to like 14 or 15 next year, maybe. Yeah.
And they're entering the Mountain West. Is that next year or the year after? I think it's the year after.
When the other teams enter the
Pac-12. Yeah.
That's next year.
Not for basketball, for football next year.
2026.
Bienick.
Yeah. So next year at this time, what's up, Bienick? So next year at this time, no. So at this time next year, they're still not in. It's Correct. The following year. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same thing with Oklahoma, Texas. There was an entire other year. It's TV contracts and shit.
We ain't shit there, but hey, I'm so glad I didn't bet this because I'm surprised you didn't lock this up either with your boys. But Sac State says, hey, Weber State, fuck. They go into Weber. Did you bet this?
No, discipline.
Oh, okay.
I took Sac State on the picks page. I should have bet Sac State.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable right there. Jacob Holt, 27 points, 13 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Get the man the damn ball.
He might get fired. The Weber guy might get fired.
Yeah, he probably should. Josh in the chat saying Jim Les on the hot seat here. They got money. That's the difference. And they want to spend it. And I think of entering a new conference, maybe you give them next year, but you want to give fans a reason to be excited. And I just wonder. But all right. Next up, Louisiana Tech, 85, Middle Tennessee, 74. Oh, Dundee, you gave away this fade the 100 miles of hate parlay. And get this, if you got this in the morning, this line went up. I got the worst of this parlay. So if you got this, if you listen to this in the morning and parlayed this, you actually made like probably, I don't know, maybe 600, five and change. They went out right. And to pair that with the other parlay, we were both on Sam Houston State at Western Kentucky. They win by 16. It's a free fucking show. Free fucking show.
Watch out for Sam Houston, man.
Oh yeah.
They're hot.
They are.
I mean, Louisiana Tech finally showed up on the road, but I think the story is Sam Houston back from the dead. 1-10. Now they've won 3 in a row. And I mean, they beat the fuck out of Western Kentucky. That was never a game tonight.
Yeah. Beat down. It was Seinfeld night in Boca Raton.
Oh,
I was sitting around gambling. I didn't lock this last night, but I went in on it. Circle of Trust. And I ate a pile of shit. Wichita 75, Florida Atlantic 68. Wichita was up 10-0 or something in this game from the start.
It wasn't as lit as I thought it would be.
Yeah. They had a Kramer impersonator there.
They had a good pregame in the fucking parking lot, though. I saw the video. We were tagged in it.
I was about to say, I mean, the tailgate looked better than the actual game.
No doubt.
But shout out to Zach Mattingly, tagged us in it. Appreciate you, Zach. Great seats, by the way, Zach. You're sitting on the fucking court. There we go.
I agree with Monty in the chat. Wichita State did this last year too, where they got hot at this time, and then who did they upset? They upset Memphis in the tournament, and then they got to the semis. Now they're peaking. They've won 5 in a row.
I'll tell you this: it's anyone's conference. If Memphis goes down, which they have a history of, like Memphis can still get the outright bid. This will be a bid thief, though.
Yeah,
this conference will be a bid thief.
Yeah, I would actually be surprised if Memphis won it, just because they don't need to win it. To your point.
Yeah, they don't need to. Their non-con is pretty damn respectable.
Yeah, Like they're gonna go in treating it just like all these other games. Like, oh yeah, if we win, we win. If we lose, who cares? Like we're already in the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. Wichita, a team to watch out for. So you know another job is going to be open? Cal State Fullerton.
Good God.
What? Taylor's in his 8th year, I think, as head coach. They lost by 30 today.
They lose by 30 every
to
fucking
UC Santa
game.
Barbara.
It's every game with this team. This team is fun. They just lost to Bakersfield by 40 the game before that. Bakersfield. The game before that, they lost to Cal Poly by 15.
I don't understand it.
He just fired Jim Less. He beat him by 20 the game before.
They should hire Jim Less. If Jim Less gets fired, they should hire Jim Less.
Fucking Fullerton is awful.
Let me ask you something. They got to be bottom 10 in the country. They got to be bottom 10. Yeah, they're fucking terrible. And
yeah, who's their one league win? Who'd they beat? Did they beat like Bakersfield, Long Beach?
No, I think it was Long Beach, the rivalry game.
Yeah, they beat them by 20 on the road. Of course they did.
Well, I was on the wrong side of that. I couldn't believe that. Let's talk about this next one because we should talk about this one for a little bit. Andy Newman. I love LA, right? Andy Newman and Cal State Northridge going in to the Anteater and getting it done against UC Irvine. The Anthill, not the Anteater. The Anthill. What a fucking win. What a fucking win. And how about this coaching job? Andy Newman.
Back-to-back years.
I mean, remember how bad they were prior to him?
Horrible. I mean,
they had Gottfried.
They did have Gottfried. They've won 6 in a row now, and they got Jim Less on Saturday. That's what I love about the Big West is we talk about this Thursday night recap, and then like you flip it, it's like holy shit, they're playing again. And then they got UC San Diego. I mean. They're not going to.
They host San Diego and Santa Barbara.
Yeah, the problem is UC San Diego going to lose more than one?
No, especially after watching them again tonight. Yeah.
Irvine's
still
playing. Irvine's kind of tanked a little bit here.
Donaldson. Shout out to Rob Donaldson there. Then this was a horrible play. I still don't know how we double locked Long Beach State. How are you this bad?
They were winning and then they weren't. And they weren't by a lot. I was like, oh yeah, we got this. And then I looked up, they go, how the fuck are they down 30?
Unbelievable. And then UC San Diego. Cover the 12.5. I almost went in on this. Damn it. I should have.
Right side. Side.
Pepperdine covered by a 0.5 point against Oregon State. Oregon State won by 6. Pacific. There we go. They covered for me at San Francisco. And then somehow we lost this one. What happened here, man? When I was watching this game, I was doing the SGP show. Santa Clara was up by like 6 or 7, maybe even 4 or 5. What happened here down the stretch? I guess they had a 9-point halftime lead, but LMU cut into it. Santa Clara wins by 15. Bienick takes us down in a lock battle.
They opened up a can of whoop ass.
But I'm telling you, so I went live on SGP, and I feel like
covering until like 3 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was like a 5-point game, but whatever. Like with like I don't know 5-6 minutes left, but you can't get out rebounded 46-23. You fucking losers. LMU. Well, let me ask you about LMU.
Your largest lead of the day was 15.
At what point does LMU move on from Johnson there?
Next year.
How long has he been there?
Only like 5 years, 6 years.
Shit.
They were talking about 2 years ago, like he might get another job because he was doing so
Yeah,
well.
but look at his track record. It's a one-hit wonder.
Dude, he's never had a 20-win season with them.
You know what happened? He beat Gonzaga at the Kennel, and everybody overreacted.
Yeah.
And then they came back home, and they lost by 700 zillion points. I remember that game.
He's a disciple of some coach too. He's from Wojo.
Wojo. He was assistant for Wojo. And
he's Randy Bennett. He's Randy Bennett.
Oh, I thought he was with Wojo though, right? He was with Wojo at Marquette, I think.
He might have been with him at Marquette, but I also think he was with Randy Bennett as well. Yeah, he's had 5 years. Probably this is probably it for him.
As it should be. Game balls. Let's get to it.
Radford just absolutely housing Asheville on national TV. So shout out to the Highlanders, baby. Dark horse to win the tourney.
Good one. It's Randy Newman and Cal State Northridge sticking it to UC Irvine at the anthill. Great job that he's doing there. Let me ask you this. Does he get plucked? Does he get plucked by another?
He might, man.
LMU has more money than Northridge.
Yeah. That could happen.
I mean, even Davis. Yeah. Where are you going next?
Utah State if it opens.
Yeah. Where are you going next?
I'll go Northwestern. What the fuck was that? Ohio State's going to the NIT after that shit. That's fireable. You can't do that. Like Northwestern shorthanded by 20. What?
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go to North Florida. Rivalry sweep against Jacksonville. I know you're at home, but still, that sweep put you back in the mix, get a nice rivalry win, and they're still dangerous in that tournament. Where are you going next?
I'll go. Who do I want to go here? I'll go Bellarmine again, man. They ended Eastern Kentucky's 8-game win streak. We talking about how hot EKU was. They went right into Bellarmine. The Staples just back cut him to death, baby. If that is for Davenport, hell of a career. It sure looks like it with the way he was tearing up after the game.
Yeah. And then look, there's a lot we could give tonight.
No, there's a shitload of upsets tonight.
But I think Sac State deserves a game ball. Is that their first road win of the season?
It's probably their first road win of like the 21st century. Like
it's got to be their first. I mean, to go on the road at altitude and knock off Weber State, a team a lot of people were high on in the preseason.
I jumped off the ship. I knew when to fade him. I quit. I quit at the right time. You can always quit, everybody. You can always quit.
Yes. We do endorse quitters here. Final game ball. Where are you going?
I went.
No, you did three. You did three. Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of candidates. So I mean, we didn't even talk either Conference USA. We didn't talk Elon. Wichita is a candidate. I mean, Vermont, what they did. There's so many candidates. Bakersfield. I mean, damn.
Bakersfield, yeah, that was a big one there.
What the fuck is that? Like, there's just a couple tonight.
They look good tonight too, man. I watched that whole game. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, they got college basketball edges that you can't find elsewhere. I really believe that every single day. You can already look at it for tomorrow. I'll tell you one that I was just giving away was Eric Dixon higher than 20.5 points. And I like Vlad Golden higher than 6.5 boards. Get on over there. Underdog Fantasy. They got everything else too. NHL, NBA, UFL, CFL, golf, NASCAR. When football season comes back around, NFL, college football, they got it all. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer. Up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm is the #1 powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds. And look, you can copy one of the top performing models from the leaderboard. I do believe you can make cash that way. But me, I like to build my own, and Rhythm will adjust around what I like. They got college hoops, they got NBA, they got golf, they got everything over at Rhythm. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. And we got the battle of I-75 to start this beautiful fucking Friday off. But I will say this.
Here we go.
We got what, like 20 games, I think it is. Something like that. 21 games.
So you're going to show some discipline?
No. I'm going in on this. But no fucking late night games. And I can't help but think, when I see this ridiculous 100-game slate for Saturday, a game like Nevada, Colorado State kind of gets lost in the luster, right? Because San Diego State, Utah State's going on. If they had just divided them up and done Colorado State, Nevada on Friday night, and then we get San Diego State, Utah State, you can even keep, I mean, that should be a Friday night too, but you can keep it as the marquee Saturday and go toe for toe. How about this? Montana State, the brawl of the wild on the hardwood. You couldn't put that as a marquee one on Friday night?
I don't get it, man. I don't.
Colorado State, UNLV. You couldn't give us that. There's no the late night. You'll see in a second, folks. But the late night slate is weak.
BYU, Arizona.
Yeah. This is the battle of I-75. I'm in on Bowling Green. Lock it up. Give me the 7.5. What are you doing here?
I'm in. They kind of drilled him at Bowling Green, which we were a little surprised by. But Bowling Green's been playing better. Dropped the game already this week. I like him here as a dog. Yeah, Bowling Green, lock it up.
Double lock on these Falcons. There's 8 out there now, so yeah, of course I'll take that. I haven't bet these yet. So, Dayton is in Chicago. The land of the lasagna pizza. Dayton's laying 2.5. I'm taking Loyola, man. I'm taking Loyola, and I could be talked into a bet.
The first game was an overtime game at Dayton. I remember that game. I'm going to be on Dayton here. You want to battle? I think Dayton.
Nah.
I'm gonna jump in. I might give Colby the nudge, but I think Loyola Chicago is playing good ball. They're 7-3 in the last 10. And yeah, they've already shown that their style of ball can fuck with Dayton at home.
They're 13-1 at home is what I liked, but Dayton does have the athletes to fuck with them.
Well, the slow style of ball fucked with Dayton. They went to overtime at UD.
And this place will be lit. This place will be lit.
Yeah, I'm locking up the Ramblers here.
I'll battle you guys. Dayton's coming off a horrible game. They've had a week off. I think they're ready to go here.
Are they coming off a horrible game, or are they just not that good?
They're 8-5 in league.
Yeah,
they're
not
solid.
That good for Dayton.
I mean, they're solid.
I'm going to stay away. I just want to watch it. Stay away. But battle.
Yep.
There we go.
Dayton by 6.
Where we got a battle in Chicago. Mac on the Flyers, Bienick on the Ramblers.
I like the lasagna pizza, Colby.
A lot of people do. That's a fact. You've been to one of those? What is that shit that one like corporate chain? What's it called again? Uno's. Yeah, I definitely vomited in one of their bars once. Made a mistake. I was a little like 18, 19-year-old kid doing a bunch of, I was partaking in some fun besides alcohol. Yeah. Good place to vomit. Uno's Pizza. Check it out. Oakland is in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fucking horizon.
IPFW's laying 3.5. What is the seating situation right now?
I was gonna say we got to do a deep dive on all these games. Let's just talk Horizon landscape here on a Friday night. Cleveland State 12-4. Bob Morris and Youngstown both 12-5. Milwaukee 11-5. Fort Wayne 11-6, and then Oakland 9-7.
But wait, they only have like one game left. Doesn't this tournament start before everyone else? Or no? No, there's 4 games left.
There's 4 or 3.
4. I'm seeing 4.
Yeah.
Kind of think Oakland's going to get him.
I think IPFW is going to get him.
Purdue Fort Wayne's got 3. Most other teams have 4. Milwaukee has 5.
Give me IPFW, no bet.
Give me Oakland. I like taking campus. Yeah. I'll take a short dog on a Friday night. Let's go, Oakland. Campy and company.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Golden Grizz.
Wheatgrass.
Next up, Fairfield is in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, taking on the moving company known as Ryder. Riders favored by 4.5. What are they telling you here?
Dude, fucking Fairfield's been so bad on the road. They have been atrocious on the road.
The cocktail napkins got Ryder by 9.
Ugh.
I'm taking Fairfield, no bet.
I'll take Fairfield.
I think Fairfield's still better.
I agree with you. I think it's a 1-possession game, but I'll stay off a lock here. I'll just enjoy watching this shit show of a game. The first meeting was a 3-point game. Shocker.
St. Pete's heading to Emmitsburg, Maryland to take on the Mount. Mount St. Mary's laying 4.5. What is this situation here? They're like, St. Pete's is way back, right?
They're way back. Quinnipiac 12-3, Marist and Merrimack both at 11-4, and then you get the Mount at 8-6. So the Mount has his 4 seed right now.
Give me St. Pete's in the points.
I agree with you. I kind of think that it's short for a reason. Take the points.
Next, the second longest winning streak, I think, or the third longest winning streak in college basketball right now is the Yale Bulldogs, according to my friend Real Money Kramer. Yale is laying 10.5 points against Cornell, and look, this is one that is intriguing because the seeding situation here.
Is this for clinch? They clinch here, the 1 seed if they win?
I believe so. Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything though.
True.
It's just
I'm
they
still
get to
taking
play
the
the 4 seed. We saw what happened last year when they played the 4 seed. They went down the Brown. So Princeton went down the Brown as the 4 seed.
Yale's got a 3-game lead here. I'm all over.
They're
let's lock up Cornell.
I'm locked up Cornell. Yeah. Last time I said they were comfortable, it was just a 10.
Double lock for the Big Red.
It could be a wrinkle to the chat's point.
Yeah. No, I mean, shit, you can probably get some pretty good juice on that too. What is that money line, chat?
390. Definitely worth it.
Worth it. Cleveland State is at the hospital. Speaking of money line plays, Mac, the hospital. Didn't Detroit beat him the first matchup? No. Who am I thinking of? Detroit got somebody.
They got Fort Wayne, I think. Right?
Yeah.
It was Fort Wayne.
They played all right there. I mean, they've lost 4 in a row. This is their senior night. We're in senior. Wait, time out. How does Detroit only have 2 games after this?
Long Island plan.
Yeah.
I'll take the points. No bet.
You got bet in the hospital?
I don't know. I mean, it is a big number for Horizon League standards.
But Mac, they have 3 games left, which is what Colby was talking about.
Oh, okay. I misheard.
Because you're already counting the one that they're going to play. They would have 2 left. Is kind of how you read that. So yeah, it's the same thing.
I'll lock up the hospital here. Lock up the hospital. I think they're going to fight here on a Friday night. They've lost 4 in a row. Give me the hospital.
Senior night. The senior night thing is kind of talking to me a little bit.
I like senior night when they're the dog, not as a
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah. Let's go. Give me the hospital plus the 8.5.
Senior night's going to be their most attended crowd. I was there last year as well for senior night, so maybe it's 2 years ago. I can't remember now.
Moving along. Northern Kentucky's in Fairborn, Ohio. Taking on Wright State. Wright State's laying 3.5.
Oh my god, this fucking game.
Wright State won by 8 the first matchup.
Yeah.
But I kind of think the line is the line
a
telling you to
rivalry game
take
for what it's
Northern
worth.
Kentucky.
I'm not gonna listen. I like Sargent. I like the hire, but Darren Horn's been really good this time of year with the Norse. So I'm gonna lock up the Norse as a short dog.
I'm going to take the Norse as well.
Yeah,
Not going to lock it though. Not going to lock it.
Right?
Yeah. Moneyline Mac, lock it up the Norse. All right, next up we are going.
Actually, I'm gonna jump in. Wright State just lost to Green Bay. This is a rivalry game. They come out and they make a statement. They're gonna win this by more than 4 points. I'm gonna lock this up.
Ooh,
right,
little battle going on here. We got a battle in Fairborn. Mac on the Norse. Bienick on the Vikings. All right, moving along. Fucking Sacred Heart is heading to North Andover. Is a Merrimack. Merrimack's laying 6.5. Surprised by this number a little bit?
You think it's big or short?
Short.
A little bit. But it's the MAAC. I mean, Merrimack kind of.
It was a 1 point game when they played on January 10th.
Yeah, Merrimack actually has not played well recently.
I'm thinking about taking Merrimack here.
I kind of agree with you. I like the spot off 2 losses coming back home where they've been, or I guess, well, they were home on Sunday and they lost that fucked up game to Marist. I mean, the game.
Let's lock Merrimack. Let's do this.
You talk me into it. I'll take a favor here.
Yeah. Double lock on these Warriors. Lay the 6.5. Next up, we go to Marist Poughkeepsie. 13.5 points. Just I have to take Canisius. No bet. I can't lay this type of number in this conference. What are you doing here?
Yeah, first being 23 points. I mean, definitely would not lay it with Marist. That's for damn sure. All they do is win these fucked up games. Yeah, give me Canisius. No bet though. Could get away late.
Columbia is heading to Providence, Rhode Island to take on Brown. Should we bet Brown minus 5.5 points?
Didn't these two just play?
When's the last time they played?
Yeah, they lost. They lost to them. Yeah, let's lock Brown.
Yeah, February 8th. You're right.
Brown,
Let's go.
Brown guys smash.
Double lock on the Brown Bears.
That Columbia run was fun, wasn't it?
It was.
That Columbia run was fun.
Early on.
11-1.
They still have a winning record overall.
They were 11-1, and in conference now they're 1-8. Man, they're 1 wins Brown.
Revenge. Speaking of great rivalry games, here we got a little Harvard Princeton action. Yeah. Princeton is laying 8.5. Call me crazy. Is Harvard the right side here? Like Princeton's way better, but it's like this is a rivalry game. Harvard's been a fucking disgrace this year, though.
Princeton's been disappointing. I mean, they're 5-4.
Why is this line 8.5? Shouldn't it be like 11, 10?
Because they've lost 4 out of 6. First meeting was the tight one. I kind of think Prince is going to fuck them up here.
But they're a way better team. Don't get me wrong. I just thought I was surprised a little bit at the line.
All
right.
I'm going to lock Prince in.
They lost the first one, you said?
They won by 2.
Rob's got a good point. Princeton needs to stay in the top 4.
Yeah, there's still 6 games left here, though.
They're like 5th, though, right?
3rd.
No, they're 4th. Yeah, they're tied for 3rd. Yeah,
I'll go in. Double lock on Princeton minus the points against Harvard.
Yeah, you're right. Harvard is 1 game back of them. This should be a locked-in effort here from Princeton.
Moving along. Green Bay is catching 15.5 in Moon Township, Pennsylvania against Bob Morris.
We should lay it.
I can't. I have to take the points, but I will say no bet.
He's such a fucking idiot. He keeps fucking tweeting videos about their culture that they got. I'll lock up Robert Morris. They're gonna fuck them up.
Money line Mac locking up Bob Morris. Staying away.
How long do you think he's had those videos like ready to go?
He's at it
because you probably planned 10 games. Be realistic. He was probably thinking, "Oh, make me 10 videos in the preseason," and they've won like fucking 4.
He's been celebrating like he won the goddamn Super Bowl. I'm like, you're gonna get killed next game. He ain't watching no film on Bob Morris playing for the championship, and they're gonna fucking run it up on Gottlieb.
Niagara is in Albany, New York, taking on Siena. Siena's laying 6.5.
Wait a minute. Wasn't this like a chaotic fucking crazy
Niagara
game?
won by 1 earlier in the season.
What is this line?
I mean, is Siena turning a corner?
Laying 6.5 though?
It's dead on.
No, my first thought was Niagara in the points.
Yeah, I'm locking Niagara. These are both upstate New York, baby.
Who does Siena have on deck?
Does Siena blow anybody out? I mean, they beat Canisius by 11. Does that count?
Canisius is next for Siena, by the way.
Yeah, I'll join you. I just think this line's off. 6.5 in this conference. Niagara plus 6.5. Let's load up. Moving along, we got Marquette in Philly against Nova. I'm taking Villanova here because this line, Neptune has never beaten Shaka Smart.
Didn't we just do this last year where Villanova was favored by 1 against them in Philly and Marquette just smacked their ass? Do you remember that shit?
I do, but this line is telling you to take Villanova.
It was telling me last year too.
I'm going in on Nova. Give me Villanova. More desperate team.
I'll battle you. Give me Marquette. Villanova just played out of their minds the other night, and they fucking found a way to lose that game. Marquette gets it done.
We got a battle. Mac on the Golden Eagles. Dundee on these Wildcats. All right, we move along. We got fucking Dartmouth heading to the Palestra to take on Penn. Dartmouth lay at 1.5. Get that shit out of here. Give me Penn to get the dub. This Fran Duffy news is going to affect this team.
This line is hilarious. This line is hilarious. Dartmouth is in solo second place in this league, and they're only laying 1.5 at Penn.
Yeah, you're right. We should probably lock this, right?
Oh, yeah. The Penn all day.
Yeah, let's go. Double lock on the Quakers. Quaker 1-2. Come on in. And
For what it's
now,
worth, Dartmouth currently sitting in second, but they might have the toughest stretch remaining in Ivy League play.
Yeah, they're going to lose out.
Penn, Princeton, Yale, Brown, Harvard.
This is still Dartmouth.
yeah. No, there is no West Coast games. It's stupid. Next up, we have the Jaspers of Manhattan at Iona catching 2.5. I kind of like them. I think Manhattan's playing better than Iona, but
Manhattan won 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago by fucking 20 at Iona or at Manhattan. I mean,
give me the Jaspers, but no bet.
I'll lock up Iona. Revenge game, more talented roster. Toby.
Money line, Mac, locking up Iona. Next up we have Sparty
Game of the year.
heading into Ann Arbor.
No, the game of the year is not March 9th. It's
I was
February
surprised
21st.
on the SGP show. I was surprised Michigan leads the all-time series by 13.
Why are you surprised?
I thought it would be a little closer, and I thought Michigan State might have that edge.
What's it in the last 25 years?
Yeah.
I mean, the last 35. Counting Heathcote.
I'm all over Sparty. Michigan's undefeated at home. Not anymore. Sparty goes in there, gets that dub. Michigan's reckless with the ball. That Izzo's going to be like, I just think this Izzo team is the best it's been in a while. Michigan's coming off the Ohio State win too. And Bienick right now, I don't know if you're catching this, but Hawaii is Wichita State has the bases loaded in the 8th.
You got the game. I don't even
Bases loaded in the 8th, down 2. But I'm on Sparty. Mac, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm on Sparty. Izzo, I trust him to be able to have game plan ready for Wolf and Golden. I think they can get physical with them and heat them up on the defensive side, turn them over. I'm all over Sparty. Lock it up.
Oh yeah. Did I say lock it up because I'm locking this shit too? But Bienick, we doing battle?
Hell yeah, we are. I mean, come on. How many times are we gonna do this? Circle it, let down spot after Indiana because they got Purdue next. You bet on Purdue, you lose, taking Purdue. Actually, technically, you cash because it was +2 and we only won by 1 because they backdoored that shit. But after the Purdue game, it would be like, oh, it's a letdown spot against Ohio State. Go in there and beat Ohio State in Columbus. Oh, you just beat Ohio State. Now it's a letdown game against Michigan State. Nope. Michigan W. 1-0 against Tom Izzo will be Dusty May after this game. Michigan State doesn't really create turnovers. They're scrappy defensively, and they're going to attack the glass. They'll probably win that battle against us in this one. But when it comes to creating turnovers, they're 14th out of 18 in the Big Ten defensively. So,
but doesn't Michigan turn it over against everybody?
We turn it over at will. So I'm just saying, like, that was a big handicap for Colby. It's gonna happen, but it's not because Michigan State's defense. They're just gonna out-grease us. But we're gonna knock down some threes. I feel like we're gonna have some fun. When you go into Chrysler Center, you got to put up 80 in order to win. So we challenge Michigan State. If they do it, I tip my cap. But for now, I'm locking it up.
We got a battle. Dundee. Mac, which by the way, you get 3.5 on DK, says Rob Donaldson. Get on over there right now. Dundee Mac on Sparty. Bienick on these Wolverines. Shout out to Colt giving us money. He says he's in Tombstone, Arizona. There you go. That pizza's better than fucking Michigan pizza, right? Fucking Tombstone pizza. Yeah, I'm excited.
Pizza is cardboard. You can find an arena pizza in Chrysler that's better than Tombstone.
I happen to like Tombstone Pizza for frozen pizzas. All right. Next up, Kent State, Miami, Ohio, in Oxford. I'm locking up Miami, Ohio. They got beat down the other day.
This is a great game.
It is a great game. Give me the Redskins of Miami, Ohio to get it done. Lay the 1.5. Lock it up. Battle?
Yeah, I'm taking Kent. I love the Travis Steele story, but Kent, this is their time of year, baby. Let's go. Give me Kent State.
Love some action battles. Mac with the golden flashes. Dundee with the Redskins of Miami, Ohio. All right. And the final game of the evening, Milwaukee. Heading into Youngstown, Ohio. The Ice Chest. Youngstown State's laying 1.5. The over under at 150.5. I think we should bet Youngstown State. Am I crazy?
No, I agree with you. I like Youngstown here. Friday night, home spot, national TV. I think Youngstown might be the best team in this league right now, playing the best basketball. Let's go. Penguins.
Double lock on the Penguins. Let's go. As Wichita just takes the lead, Bienick, I think. No, they just tied it up. I'm sorry. Double lock on these flightless birds. Top plays of the night. I'm going to go ahead and throw Youngstown into one of my, let's do 4. Youngstown's going to be one of mine. For 2, I will take Cornell against Yale. For 3, I am going to take, give me Bowling Green in the Battle of I-75. And for 4, give me Sparty. Mac.
1 Sparty, 2 Kent State, 3 Brown.
Ooh, I like the Brown one a lot too. You know what? Man, let's add a 5th because I'm going to put Brown in there. That Brown one's fire.
I love Princeton as well. And then let me throw in a dog. Big dog, Cornell.
Bienick, fire.
Loyola Chicago plus 2.5 at home against Dayton. I think they win that game. Wright State minus 3.5 after a bad, as bad as you can get loss against Green Bay. I think they run it up against their rival Northern Kentucky. And then another rivalry, Michigan. They win it by 4+.
Folks, that's our show. Give Bienick a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Also, please on YouTube, youtube.com/the College Experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us more than you know. Same if you watch the show, if you could go over to your Spotify or iTunes and subscribe to the podcast, that really helps us, even if you prefer watching it. Check out the College Baseball Experience. Bienick just talked a bunch of games, and we got the Wichita Hawaii game in a classic right now on the island. Bunch of action going on this weekend. You got to get in. You got to check out the College Baseball Experience. Also check out the College Football Experience. Just dropped a Bill Belichick to North Carolina and breaking down the Tar Heels schedule. ACC doing them some solids. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast as well. Till next time, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours.
If you see him on the street, then tip your hat his way, you'll know just where he's headed and which game he's gonna play. He's a sharpshooter gunman and always aiming high. To win any gunfight, his limit is the sky. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. And when we're away, we do win our job. We're keeping law and order at home and abroad. Gamblers and outlaws, you better step aside. Our motto is to shoot 'em up and bring 'em back alive. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo.